University Sunbirds in some Pac West Conference action here Saturday night basketball in the CU Arena. Opening tip-off just underway. It's going to be won by the Sunbirds, and we are underway. Sunbirds looking for a quick start. There's number 25, Pearson Jr. down low, swung back up top. Starters for the Sunbirds: Martin Maid, Isaac Peralta, Nate Kendrick, Spencer Heimerdinger, and Darren Pearson Jr. As the Sunbirds open the scoring here tonight with Martin Maid sinking the long three and open up a 3-0 lead over your Golden Eagles. Kobe Saunders getting the start tonight, joined by Lance Coleman II, Jackson Tucker, Freddie Dybala, and Bryce Fitzgerald. Concordia in the white jerseys, Fresno Pacific in the blue, as here's a three-point attempt from Concordia. That's Jackson Tucker, unable to get that one to go. Sunbirds quick up the floor, and posting up and sinking in two is Darren Pearson Jr. Excuse me. So quick 5-0 lead here for the Sunbirds in this battle of two Pac West rivals who are trying to turn their seasons around. Neither one of these squads where they want to be. That's going to be a long two off the hands of Lance Coleman II. Puts Concordia on the board. Both teams on the air with a 2-7 overall record. And that one's tapped out. And it'll be Concordia's ball. Check that. Fresno retains possession, 21 on the shot clock. Sent into Kendricks. Peralta, he loses it though. And Concordia back on it. Dybala up to Sanders. Concordia swinging around the arc. Back up top to Kobe Sanders with 15 to shoot. Driving in, Kobe Sanders going up, and can't quite get that one to fall off the rim and out. Sunbirds trying to set something up on the right side, forced to kick it all the way back out. Kendricks on the ball, now Maid. Maid at the elbow, battled off of him, back to Kendricks. 3 to shoot, under pressure from Tucker, forced to put up a trouble-looking three there and couldn't hit the rim, so shot clock violation called against the Sunbirds. And Concordia will take over. 5-2, Sunbirds lead here early in the first half. Kobe Sanders, out to Coleman II, spinning into the lane. Dishes out to Dybala. Back to Coleman II. He hits the three and ties this one up at 5. Coleman coming off a 22-point night in Concordia's last match on the road at Biola. Spinning down low and putting up the two is Darren Pearson Jr. And Sunbirds are back on top. Coleman's 22 points in that contest against Biola. One of the few positives to take away over what was an otherwise forgettable night for the Golden Eagles, falling to their SoCal rivals by 20. And that's that three-point try, no good from Bryce Fitzgerald. Concordia coming off the heels of back-to-back losses. That final scoreline not particularly close. Lost by 20 at Biola. Before that, lost by 25 at APU. Get a turnover here, though, and stretching the floor is Jackson Tucker going up. The rim unkind to him, and it falls. Get a turnover here, though, and stretching the floor is Jackson Tucker going up. The rim unkind to him, and it falls to Fresno Pacific. Dished out wide here. Here's Spencer Heimerdinger looking for three. He finds it. And the Fresno lead expands. It's 10-5 with just over 4 minutes played here in the first half. Fresno Pacific, meanwhile, comes into this one on a 4-game losing streak. They also find themselves 2-7 overall on the year. They have an 0-3 record in conference play as compared to Concordia's 1-3. 2 seconds to shoot here. Getting the shot up, but unable to get it is Fitzgerald. Sunbirds up the floor. Quick three-pointer taken by Heimerdinger. He sinks another one, his second long-range try of the match. 13-5, Fresno Pacific jumping out. The big lead here at the CU Arena. Sanders, Dybala, out to Coleman. Concordia trying to find their way around the perimeter defense from the Sunbirds. Coleman Jr. forced into a fadeaway. Can't get that one to fall. Looks like it hit the top of the backboard. Sunbirds quickly up the floor again. Peralta carrying. Kicks it out to Made. Looking for three. He sinks that one in the first half. The changes on for Concordia. Jonah Tolmer. Kobe Sanders, excuse me, now Alpha Okoli. Sanders, up top, trying to wiggle his way through. Kicks it out. Finds Cam Finney. Back to Sanders, looking for three. Sanders can't get it to fall. And the Sunbirds able to bring it up the court. We do apologize, our live stats aren't quite working just yet. Team down here at the table working hard to get that fixed for you. Score currently 16-5. Sunbirds in control. Turning that one over is number 5, Nate Kendricks. Just lost the handle on the pass, it looked like. Tolmer inbounds it to Sanders. Sanders right side off the screen from Fitzgerald. Kicks it out for Tolmer. His try is off the rim and out. Collision there between the Fresno players and Alpha Okoli. And stoppage now by the ref. They want the shot clock corrected, it sounds like. It's changed to 13 seconds for the Golden Eagles. And Sanders will inbound it. Top of your screen. Sanders into Tolmer. Coley to Sanders. Feet to shoot. Pushes it out to Fitzgerald. Looking for three is Bryce Fitzgerald. This time he gets a check that. Ref says foot was on the line. Only gets 2 on the shot. 16-7. Fresno's lead cut down to 9. Here, baseline is Kendricks, but awkward pass cut out by Kobe Sanders. Concordia able to work it up the floor. Sanders in the corner. Now low to Fitzgerald. Going to work in the paint, and Bryce Fitzgerald grabs himself 2 more. Holds the Golden Eagles within 7, 16-9, the lead for Fresno Pacific. Hendricks driving all the way in. He lays it in for 2. 18-9, Fresno's lead. Tolmer will bring it up for the Golden Eagles. Fitzgerald to Okoli. Okoli back to Tolmer. Tolmer this time going to try to get through the paint, but unable to get the shot off. It was blocked. Gets his own rebound. Tolmer this time going to try to get through the paint, but unable to get the shot off. It was blocked. Gets his own rebound, though. And Concordia able to reset. Fresh shot clock, excuse me. Alpha Okoli up top. Trying to drive in. But an offensive foul going to be called against number 0. Table here, our live stats are up and running. Fresno on the ball. Peralta. Pushing this one out to Abbott, who misses the 3. Ryan Abbott, newcomer onto the court. Concordia gets the rebound. And Sanders bringing it up, but looks like we got an off-the-ball foul, number 24. That's Grant High Street. Redshirt freshman out of Visalia. Called for the game's first foul. Correction, first foul for Fresno. In by Coleman. Sanders to Coleman again. His way on the right side. That's Okoli in the corner. Okoli forced to come back out top to Sanders. Okoli, Coleman, back to his defender. Back on his way in, dishes it out wide. Up top now, Fitzgerald for three. Bryce Fitzgerald with another big three-pointer. Pulls Concordia back within 6. He's leading the team with 7 so far on the night. Fresno with the way left side. That's Abbott. Good for 2. And a 20-12 Sunbird lead. 10.5 to go here in the first half. Coleman posting up for 2.
Looking to split
can't get that one
the
to go.
weekend as both teams suffer.
Peralta, Mensah taking a three-pointer. That one's off the back of the rim. An offensive rebound for the Sunbirds. Peralta driving left side, gets a foul. Can't get the shot to fall. And it's Kobe Sanders, the guilty party on that one. Dybala and Feeney checking back in for the Golden Eagles. Heimerdinger and Searcy on for Sunbirds. Fouls for the shot, so inbound coming at the baseline. It's out to Peralta, looking for some space. It's to Made. Made to Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger trying to work it down towards the baseline, but we're going to have a jump ball as quick to it was Jackson Tucker. And possession goes Concordia's way.
Impressive. They're only lost in a...
Dybala bringing it up for the Golden Eagles. Surveying his options. So over to Tucker, now out to Coleman. And Okoli.
Looking to split
Okoli driving
the
in.
weekend as both teams
Back out to
suffered a
Dybala.
defeat yesterday.
Dybala dishing low. Okoli running towards the line. Forced to pop it up to Feeney there. His shot won't go. Okoli putting on the pressure, though, able to recover the ball. Gets it all the way out to Dybala, looking for 3. It's off the edge of the rim. And then trying to reach in there was Feeney. He's called for a foul. I mentioned neither of these teams really having the types of seasons they want. Both with 2-7 records. Big part of that has been on the offensive side. All teams in the Pac-West Conference, Fresno Pacific dead last in scoring. Only 66.5 points per game. Concordia, not much better. Third to last, 70.4 points per game. And if you check that, only comparing Pac-West Conference matchups. Mind you, there've only been a handful so far. Those stats adjust to the two being bottom and second to bottom. Missed 3 there, and Concordia takes down the rebound. Trying to chip away at this 8-point deficit, trailing 20-12. Dybala driving along the baseline. Back over to Jackson Tucker. His jumper can't fall. And the Golden Eagles missing that finishing touch early on in this one. Up top, Heimerdinger looking for 3. That one's off the rim and out. Going for the rebound was Feeney, and accidentally tapped it out of bounds. Fresno Pacific will get 20 on the shot clock. Kobe Sanders checks back in for the Golden Eagles. So an 8-point game, 20-12, the Fresno Pacific Sunbirds lead. Comes into Made. Defended by Okoli. This is swinging out to Kendricks. Back to Made. Driving in from the center of the arc. And Martin Made able to find two more for the Sunbirds. Extends their lead to 10. Kobe Sanders in the corner. Out to Feeney looking for three. And a big three-pointer from Cameron Feeney. Rolls Concordia back within 7. Strong defense there by Okoli, tapping it away, and now a foul going to be. Timeout comes to a close.
Thank you, sir.
And Lance Coleman II inbounds it for the Golden Eagles. And it's a 7-point lead for Fresno. Concordia looking to chip away. Jackson Tucker, check that ball on the ball. Down low to Coleman. Out to Feeney. Feeney looking for another three. That one's off the front of the rim. Quickly up the court are Fresno Pacific, and Martin Made is there to put in two more. 24-15, advantage Sunbirds. Sanders, Okoli coming in from the corner, trying to tap that one in. Second chance again, got his own rebound, but then the second attempt also fell outside the rim. And Fresno able to get the board. Almost lost it there was number 5, Nate Kendricks, but Fresno able to recover. Here's Heimerdinger. Back to Martin Made. He's going to drive all the way in again. Can't get that one to fall, but a foul on the shot will send Martin Made to the line.
Wait, hang on. I need to know the foul.
Foul's on number 5, Cam Feeney. It's his second of the game. Martin Made the line for 2 shots. Made a native out of Tallinn, Estonia. Transfer from Liberty University. First one is good. Stands Fresno's lead to 10, 25-15. Made a 78% shooter on the season. Chance to extend the Sunbirds' lead to 11 on the second foul shot. Second one good as well, 26-15 is the lead for Fresno. Dybala up to Fitzgerald. Swings it around to Sanders. Has some space. Kobe Sanders going to pull up for three. That one's off the back of the rim. Here's Person driving in and sinking two more for the Sunbirds. These two teams headed in opposite directions at the moment. Fresno shooting almost 70% from the field. Concordia, 27%. One's tapped out of bounds. And it looks like the ball's going to stay with the Golden Eagles. Now trail by 13, 28-15 the score. We'll have 17 on the shot clock when Coleman inbounds. Gets it to Dybala. Back to Coleman. Coleman driving. Long two. Hits the outside of the net, but there is a foul on the shot, it looks like. Number 4, Mike Mensa, the guilty party. Send Coleman to the line for 2 shots. Coleman shooting 78% on the season. First one, though, is no good off the front of the rim. Second try from Coleman. That one is good. Pulls Concordia back within 12. Isaac Peralta back on for Fresno, bringing the ball up. Peralta gets past Coleman, gets the shot up, no good, but draws the foul. The first one of the game on Coleman. And Peralta will head to the line for the first time. First one from Peralta is good. And two subs coming on for Fresno as Heimerdinger and Kyle Monk check back in. Peralta's second shot no good off the outside of the rim. Remains a 13-point lead for the Sunbirds, 29-16. Dybala over to Tucker. Down low has Coleman. Coleman pulling up for two. That's off the edge of the rim and straight down into the hands of the Sunbirds. Peralta bringing it up quickly on the floor. Dishes out to the corner. Now back up top. There's a three-pointer made by number 0, Kyle Monk. And with Fresno jumping out to a 16-point lead, we'll have another timeout from Concordia. 32-16 the score. 5 minutes, 16 seconds to play here in the first half. Tucker inbounds to Sanders. Concordia looking to get something going here, trailing by 16 late in the first half. Dybala trying to find Coleman. Took a slip, though. Had to go to Sanders. Tucker now driving in. Takes it out to Dybala. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Down low, it's Coleman. Going to work in the paint. Coleman going up for two. Can't get it to fall. Another rebound by the Sunbirds. 16th defensive rebound of the game for the Sunbirds compared to Concordia only having 3 after about 15 and a half minutes here in the first half. In the paint, trying to get that one to go was number 23, Ryan Abbott. Couldn't get it to sink. Now Coleman stretching the floor, trying to go up. But strong defensive play by the Sunbirds gets the jump ball. And possession arrow hands it. Bit of confusion there, but yeah, possession arrow does hand the ball back to the Sunbirds. Peralta bringing it up as Heimerdinger up top, defended by Fitzgerald. Peralta driving, back up top to Heimerdinger. Now Kyle Monk driving. Back up top to Heimerdinger again. Now he'll try to put some work in the paint. Posted up from the elbow, but unable to get that one to fall. And Coley bringing it up for Concordia. Dybala, now Sanders. Tucker. Back to Dybala, but he's going to be called for a travel. Back in play following the final media timeout. Sunbirds hold on to the 32-16 lead. And an awkward pass there is going to turn the ball over back to Concordia. They have just about 3.5 minutes left in this first half to start clawing their way back in this one, get themselves a solid footing to start from in the second half. Sanders to Tucker. Concordia swinging around along the perimeter. It's now DeBala. And Fitzgerald. Coley finally driving. Kicks out. Back down to the corner. It's DeBala looking for three. Off the rim and out. Concordia just cannot get these shots to fall at the moment. Peralta on it. Out to Kendricks. Kendricks, no shot is the call. And foul's going to be called on number 21, Jackson Tucker. And sounds like we got a timeout, 30-second timeout called by Fresno Pacific. Fans, wherever you're tuning in from, we want to thank you for joining us here on CUIGoldenEagles.com. And want to give a special shout out to Paul Yeager on his birthday. He's tuning in with his son, Tim. Tim Yeager, of course, Vice President here at Concordia in the University Advancement Office. Tim and Paul, thank you for joining us. And Paul, happy birthday. Peralta inbound this one. 2:38 to play in the half. Looking for an option, finally gets it all the way up top to Kendricks. Headed by Tolaire. Kendricks driving in, doesn't get it to fall. Concordia on the rebound. Kicked out wide to Sanders. Fitzgerald. Pulling his options, fakes the pass over to Okoli. A foul called before the shot. It's number 15, Heimerdinger, the guilty party.
It's a bus, sir.
No, it's a
Check that, it was number 25 on the foul. That's Person Jr. Inbound pass comes all the way up top to Sanders. Kicks it out to DeBala. Trying to play it down low to Fitzgerald. Back to his defender. Trying to find room for a shot. Can't quite do it, though. But now a foul is going to be called against Person Jr. again. He was bodying up Fitzgerald there. Low in the key. So consecutive fouls by Person Jr. are going to force him off the court. Inbound pass again up top to Sanders. 20 on the shot clock. Fitzgerald at the elbow. Going to pull up for two. Off the front of the rim and out. Concordia now 6 for 26 from the field. As on the other end of the court, driving in and scoring are the Sunbirds with the foul to go along with it. 34-16 the lead after the layup from Kendricks, and now he'll head to the line. And Nate Kendricks gets the third point as well. 35-16, the Sunbirds well in control of this one. Sanders, Fitzgerald, now DeBala. Trying to cut it down low to Sanders. Pass going to go wide. And ball turned over back to Fresno. Kendricks carrying it up for the Sunbirds. Kicks it over to Mensa, looking for three. That one's in and out. Sanders for Concordia. Driving in. Kicks out to Coleman. Coleman driving in now. He'll put the shot up. Off the backboard now. Gets his own rebound, though, and puts it back up for two. Concordia with their first points in quite a while, it feels like. I think this is a 17-point game, 35-18 the lead for Fresno. That's made, no, check that. Ryan Abbott driving low and scoring two from right under the hoop. 37-18 with 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Sanders dishes low to Tucker. Doesn't quite have room for a shot. Gets it back out to Okoli, who loops one up. He's fouled on the attempt. That hit off the rim and out. It's Kyle Monk on the foul, his first. Okoli to the line for the first time tonight. And first one off the front of the rim and out. Concordia's shooting woes from the field. So far extending it to the free throw line as well. 1 for 3 as a team so far. Second one from Okoli gets that one to go. 37-19 lead for Fresno. Shot clock about 2.5 seconds behind the game clock with 25 to play here in the first half. Kendricks back on it. Has Heimerdinger out on the left. Back to Kendricks, driving along the baseline. Stop there, loops up an awkward looking shot and gets a foul. Jackson Tucker called for the infraction, his second of the game. And Kendricks to the line for the first time tonight. 88% shooter from the stripe. And his first one is good. Grant High Street checks back on for the Sunbirds. Second one from Kendricks, good as well, and the lead for the Sunbirds extends to 20 points, 39-19 with 5 seconds to play here. Sanders putting it up, can't get that one to fall. Poked back up by Okoli, his shot won't go either. And at the end of the first half, back live here in Irvine at the CU Arena, where the Concordia men's basketball team has their work cut out for them in the second half, trailing 39-19 as the second 20 gets underway. Same starters as the first half for Concordia and for Fresno by the looks of it. Here's Sanders, Tucker, Coleman, top of the arc, pulling up for two. A long two is in and out of the rim. And the period has changed on the scoreboard, but Concordia's fortune with the rims still the same as it was in the first half. Not getting much to fall. That one's airballed by the Sunbirds. Concordia only shooting 24% from the field so far, compared to Fresno shooting just under 60. Here's Fitzgerald. He had a couple threes in the first half, but that one is off the back of the rim and out. Coming back up the other side is Martin Made. His layup no good. And Sanders able to bring it back for the Golden Eagles. Coleman. Fitzgerald in the corner, thought about the three now, drives in. Dishes out to Tucker from three. Check that, it was a two-pointer. Hit as the shot went, but no foul. And on the other end of the court, Darren Person Jr. slams one home. 41-19, the Sunbirds lead as they strike first here in the second half. Golden Eagles trying to avoid another lopsided defeat here in Pac West play. Coleman, Fitzgerald from 3, top of the arc again. Again hits the rim, but can't get it to fall. Losing the ball there was Peralta, but able to recover was Heimerdinger. Sunbirds keep it alive, and Kendricks drives to the rim, scores it, and draws a foul. Alpha Okoli going to check back in for the Golden Eagles in place of Dybala. And Jonah Tolmer checking in place of Tucker. Kendricks so far tonight, 3 for 3 from the line. And he makes that 4 for 4. And sets the scoreboard to 44 for the Sunbirds, 19 for Concordia. Tolmer driving in, dishes out to Sanders. Has Coleman out wide to the left.
If you want me.
By Peralta. Coleman trying to drive around. Whistle blows. And not quite sure what the call is here. Looks like might be a problem with the clock. Lengthy discussion wrapping up over here at the scores table. Still Concordia's ball, 21 on the shot clock, 17:47 to go here in the second half. Coleman the second, trying to find some room for a shot. That one's going to be no good. And now a technical foul going to be called against the Golden Eagles. Class A Tech on Coleman the second. That's the situation only getting worse here for Concordia. Kendricks to the line, sinks the first shot.
I told you, I wrote you that I have.
From the line. Second shot good as well. 46-19, the Sunbirds lead. And they'll retain possession here.
Just wish.
Peralta.
Hey, Mom. Hi, Alice. What's for dinner? Pork chops.
Person Jr. able to post up.
What
Makes
else?
the 2 and draws the foul.
Pork chops and applesauce. That's swell.
You got something stuck in your teeth?
48-19, the Sunbirds lead. And Person Jr. heads to the line for the first time tonight. And can't get the free shot to fall. It remains a 29-point lead for the Sunbirds. Okoli up top to Fitzgerald, looking for 3. He gets that one to fall. 22-48 the score. And a quick stoppage here for an injury. Looks like Kendricks for the Sunbirds. Bit of a knock after a slip at the top of the arc. So 26-point lead for Fresno Pacific, 48-22. Only 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Martin Maid looking for 3. That's in and out of the rim. And rebounded by Kobe Sanders. Bringing up the floor. That's Feeney back on for Concordia. Back to Sanders. Drive along the baseline. Out to Feeney in the corner for 3. In and out of the rim. Rebound by Kyle Monk for the Sunbirds. Monk up top. Over here to Person Jr. driving in, trying to get that one to fall, but just couldn't quite get the shot down. Dish down low, Fitzgerald grabs two more. Bryce Fitzgerald so far, the lone bright spot, it seems, for the Golden Eagles. Has 12 on the night now. It's tied for the lead in the whole game with Kendricks and Made, the Sunbirds. Ryan Abbott's going to check back in here for the Sunbirds. Heimerdinger inbounds, out to Abbott. Back up top to Heimerdinger, 12 to shoot. Peralta looking for space, 7 to shoot now, driving in towards the paint. Dishes back out to Martin Made, who's looking for another three-pointer, and Martin Made hits it. 15 on the night for the Estonia native. It's a 51-24 lead for the Sunbirds. Sanders up top to Fitzgerald. He's feeling it, looks for another three. That one's in and out of the rim. Monk carrying it up for the Sunbirds, trying to get past Fitzgerald, unable to do so, so he kicks it back out. One's going to be tapped out of bounds. Fitzgerald. 12 seconds on the shot clock as the Sunbirds inbound here. Comes to Abbott, working against Fitzgerald down there in the key. And a foul called against Fitzgerald. Concordia's bench not happy with the call. Second of the game for Fitzgerald, resets the shot clock to 20. Abbott on the inbound again. Sends it out to Mensah. Inside to Peralta. Takes it out wide, has Monk. Monk fishing low. 5 on the shot clock. High Street for the Sunbirds, trying to get that one up, able to do so, but unable to find it into the net. Sanders up the court for Concordia. Sanders dishing over to Fitzgerald. Gets the foul and the two. So Fitzgerald increasing his team high with 14 points on the night now and a chance to add another from the line. First trip to the stripe for him tonight, and he gets it to fall. 51-27, the lead for the Sunbirds. 15 on the night for Bryce Fitzgerald. That one's going to trickle out of bounds. Last off the Sunbirds, and Concordia with a break on the turnover. Trying to build some momentum here. Claw their way back into this contest. Sanders loses that one, but it's kicked out of bounds by Peralta. Sanders into Feeney, and he'll hand it right back to the point guard. Sanders, Coleman, driving left side, putting it up with the left and gets it to fall. Lance Coleman, excuse me, now on 10 points on the night. 51-29, the Sunbirds lead. Peralta down low to Abbott. Fitzgerald defending. A lot of contact, no call. Abbott trying to get it up and over Fitzgerald. Sanders out wide to Okoli. Now has Feeney outside for three, in and out of the rim. And rebounded by Fresno. Pulling up for three is Mensah. His shot is short. And Coleman comes down with the rebound. Coleman Pass the screen from Fitzgerald. Gonna pull up for three. Another one that hits the rim and falls out. Concordia now 4 for 21 on the night from three-point range. 11 for 41 overall. As the rims here in the CU Arena being quite unkind. After the timeout call by Concordia extended to immediate timeout. 19 on the shot clock for the Sunbirds as Person driving into the box. A lot of contact there, no call. Second attempt goes in. And a foul on the shot as well. Called against Cameron Feeney. Now a technical called as well, it looks like. Ref coming over the scorer's table for an explanation. So it's Person Jr. at the line. The shots from the technical foul, hits the first one. And second shot, good as well. So a 57-29 lead. Third shot, good as well. 58-29, the Sunbirds lead. And it will be Concordia's ball. Apologies for any fruity language that might have got caught by our mic, as a ref was reiterating what was said on the court to cause the technical. Sanders driving, stopped right under the rim, but gets it to Fitzgerald, who finds two more. Fitzgerald accounting for over half of Concordia's total offense on the night. 17 of their 31 points have come from him. Person Jr. again working in the paint and again climbing up to score two more. 60-31 the score. Sanders down low has Okoli for the easy lane. Brings Concordia back within at 27. Driving there was Peralta. Couldn't get his to fall, but it's followed up by Person for the easy two. Sanders, now Tucker, trying to find some space under the net, able to get the shot. Just under the team average of 72. But he gets this one to fall and pulls Concordia 1 point closer. 62-36 the score. And Tucker applying a bit of a one-man press here. But Fresno able to work their way out of it as Ryan Vang, newly onto the court, brings it up. Here's Mensa up top. Out to Vang. Vang driving left side, looking to put up the two, but it's off the rim and out. Rebound, though, comes to Fresno, and putting it up and in is number 13, Jonah Grown. A 28-point lead for the Sunbirds, 64-36. Dybala back onto the court, carrying up for the Golden Eagles. Out to Okoli, driving in. Okoli looking for two. That one's good. Okoli now with 5 points on the night. Tapped out of bounds there by Tucker. Heimerdinger to inbound. Gets it over to DJ Searcy, who draws a foul up top against number 33, Bryce Fitzgerald. That's going to be his third of the game. And Fresno into the bonus now, so Searcy to shoot 1 and 1. First shot is good from Searcy. Redshirt senior. Fresno native, a hometown kid. And his second one is good as well, so it's a 66-38 lead for Fresno Pacific. Dybala. Back up top, Fitzgerald. Now Tucker. Tucker. Okoli. And Dybala. Dybala forced into the corner. Looking for some options. Has Tucker down low. Looking for space. Pass almost cut out. Back to Dybala. Under the net. Gets the shot up. Can't get it to fall. And a foul going to be called on the ensuing rebound attempt against Okoli, his second. And that'll send Fresno back to the line. And looks like it'll be Searcy once again at the stripe. First one, no good, and rebounded by Fitzgerald. Still a 28-point lead for the Sunbirds. Tucker, pass looking for Okoli, is cut out by Searcy, who's going to take it all the way up the court. Shot blocked there by Okoli, and Tucker is out of bounds. Sunbirds ball. Jonah Tolmer checking back in place of Tucker. Vang to inbound. It's it low to Searcy. Back to Vang. Vang out to Garone. Down low to Heimerdinger. Out to Vang. Looking for the three-pointer, and he sinks it. Reese Vang with a three-pointer. Extends the Sunbirds' lead to 31. Tolmer driving in, grabs two back for Concordia. Vang hitting that three, got a loud ovation from the Fresno bench. It's the scoreboard situation allowing head coach CJ Haydock to get some minutes mixed in for everyone. Pass cut out by Searcy, his second steal in as many minutes it feels like. He'll go all the way home. Fitzgerald up top for the Golden Eagles. Over to Tolmer. Now Okoli. Coleman. Hilaire. Down to Okoli, driving along the baseline. Gets the shot to fall and the foul. Alpha Okoli coming to life here late in the second half. Now up to 7 points in the game. And Chance back at the line. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Gets it to fall. 71-43, the lead for the Sunbirds. Mentioned Concordia coming into this game on the heels of back-to-back 20-point losses. Lost by 20 at Biola, lost by 25 at APU. And unless something changes quick, they're on the pace to do the same here at home against Fresno. Okoli up the court, doing his best to change it, grabs two more. He's got 10 on the night. Down low to Mensa. Mensa able to bank 2 more in for Fresno. Balla bringing it up for Concordia. Kicks out to Tolmer. Down low to Fitzgerald. Dribbles into the paint. Trying to pull up the shot. Does so and swishes it. Bryce Fitzgerald, 19 on the night for him. Ties Darren Person Jr. for the Sunbirds for the most in the game. Here's Vang. Out to Mensa. Mensa to Heimerdinger in some space, looking for another 3. Can't get it to fall, but gets the rebound. Mensa looking for a long 3. That's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Fitzgerald. Rebound. Mensa looking for a long 3. That's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Fitzgerald. Coleman the second, posting up for 3. He gets that one to go in transition. And Concordia slowly clawing their way back. Lead cut down to 23 for the Sunbirds. Bang out to Mensa. Looks like head coach CJ Haydock getting his starters or first stringers back into the game shortly here, checking in at the table. That one falls to make it a 25-point game, 75-50. By to Fitzgerald. Coleman the second, another long 3. That one's in and out of the rim. Balla to pass it in. Finds Coleman. Coleman driving right side, looking for space for the shot. It's off the front of the rim and out. Rebound goes to Searcy. As the Golden Eagles thus far a victim of a shooting clinic being put on by the Sunbirds tonight. Peralta driving in, lofts one up, no good there. Rebound by Coleman. Trying to stretch the floor here. Pulls up for 3. Coleman again can't get that one to fall. Trying to stretch the floor here. Pulls up for 3. Coleman again can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by the Sunbirds. Coleman now 2 for 8 from 3-point range on the night. Awkward pass there. Taken back by Okoli, but then immediately turned back over. From 3-point range on the night. Awkward pass there. Taken back by Okoli, but then immediately turned back over. Trying to find number 10, Connor Gleason, newly onto the court for Concordia. As head coach Ken Ammon spreading out some minutes to his bench as well. As that 2-ball gives the Sunbirds a 27-point lead, 77-50. This is Sunbirds team that coming into tonight was the worst team offensively in the Pac West, averaging only 66 points a game. They've got 77 and counting tonight as Dybala gets that one to fall. These are his first 2 points of the night. Peralta up the floor, dishes back out to Monk, out wide to Searcy. Plays it low to High Street, who goes up and is fouled. It's like Coleman called on the foul. And High Street heads to the line for the first time tonight. First one from High Street, no good. As a couple changes on for Concordia. Matthew Brookins checking in for the first time. And Jackson Tucker back on as well. Second try from High Street. This one also no good. Rebound to Okoli. 25-point game with 4 minutes, 12 seconds to play. Gleason out to Okoli. driving in, but loses the handle and turns it over. Up the court to Kyle Monk, who climbs the ladder and throws it down. And with under 4 minutes to go, that might just be the Sunbirds' exclamation point on this offensive display they've put on tonight at CU Arena. Concordia's ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock, 3:43 to play in the game. Bala inbounds to Gleason. Back up top to DeBala. On the night now for Cameron Feeney. Gleason applying the one-man pressure for Concordia, but Sunbirds able to see their way through it. Vang over to Monk. Back out to Vang. Driving low. Stopped there. Monk up top looking for three. That one's wide to the right. Rebounded by Brookins. Feeney over to Gleason. Tucker thought about the three, held off. It's up top to Feeney now. He'll go for three. That one takes a big bounce off the back of the rim, then hits the shot clock and out of bounds. Bryce Fitzgerald checks back in for the Golden Eagles. Two and a half minutes to play. 25 points is the margin for the Sunbirds as it stands. Vang looking for the pass down low. That one's blocked by Gleason. Back to Vang. He'll drive towards the net. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound by Fitzgerald. Bala. Stopped up top by Jerome. Dishes it over to Brookins. Bodying up his man, putting up the shot. Brookins grabs his first 2 points of the game. Pulls Concordia within at 23 with 1:50 to go. Long three here for the Sunbirds. That's number 13, Jerome, going up for it. Hits the rim and out. Dybala driving for the Golden Eagles. Now to Brookins, up top to Fitzgerald. Finds Gleason, who's going to pull up for a long two. In and out of the rim. It's been that kind of night for the Golden Eagles. Searcy. Whistle blows, and Searcy called for a travel. As number 33, Tyrell Lopez checks in for the Sunbirds. Lopez, a sophomore out of Clovis, California. Fitzgerald up top. Has Dybala, driving low, pulling up for a long two, off the rim once again. Vang trying to stretch the court for the Sunbirds. He goes up, shot was blocked, but then the follow-up points are good. That Vang trying to stretch the court for the Sunbirds. He goes up, shot was blocked, but then the follow-up points are good. That's the newcomer, Tyrell Lopez. He sinks the two. Those are his first 2 points of the season. Again, Sunbirds able to spread the minutes around, given their dominance in tonight's game. Foul there called against Vang. 49 seconds and some change to go. It's an 81-56 lead for the Sunbirds. Tucker going to the net, gets the two to fall. A lot of contact, but no foul on that one. Vang on the ball, pressured by Gleason. He's out to Lopez, last off. Lopez, says the ref, so Concordia's ball with 29 seconds to play. Eagles trail by 23, 81-58 the score. On track for their third consecutive 20-point defeat. Tucker. Out to Gleason. Gleason driving in, center of the court. He's going to draw a foul. Shot did not fall through. 12 and a half seconds to play. Gleason's first trip to the foul line all season, gets the first one to go. And second shot good as well. 81-60 the score, 12 and a half seconds to play. Concordia trying to apply some pressure here. And one back the ball. Fitzgerald posting up for three. He sinks it. 81-63 the score. And with 5 seconds to go, the clock is going to run out here in the CU Arena. Concordia Falls basketball team playing host to the Fresno Pacific University